In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the rear wheel bearing on this Jeep Cherokee. Let's get into it. We're going to remove the wheel, use a 19mm socket, take the lug nuts off. And with the last one on, I'm just going to hold the wheel so it doesn't fall off. Take that off. Grab the wheel and slide it off. We're going to remove the caliper and the bracket together. Take these inner bolts out. We're going to use a T55 socket. Pull that lower bolt out, and the top one, the same T55 socket. Take that out. Just grab the caliper, slide it off the rotor. Take a brake caliper hanger and just find a spot to grab the caliper bracket. And we're going to hang it from the coil spring. Just make sure there's no tension on the brake hose. That's good right there. We're going to take this screw off, use a 5mm hex socket. Loosen that up. You might have to hold the rotor on. Take that out and pull the rotor off. We're going to remove the wheel speed sensor. Use a 10mm socket. Take this bolt out. Grab the sensor, give it a wiggle. You might have to use some pliers. And it just slides out. Just set that aside. We're going to take the axle nut off. It is peened over, so I'm just going to take a punch and just bend it back. Just give it a tap. And right here as well. Using a 36mm socket, take the nut off. Just going to spray this with a little rust penetrant. Let that soak in a little. You can spray the other areas as well where the other bolts are. Let that soak. We just want to loosen up the axle, so I'm just taking a punch and a hammer, just tapping it in. Make sure that's loose, which it is. From the back side, we're going to get the 4 bolts out. We're going to use an E14 socket. Start with the top one. And slide those out. And now we'll get the other top one. Pull that out, and we'll get the bottom ones. And the last one. Now we're just going to take a hammer and from the back side just hammer the wheel bearing off. Try to get it to loosen up in that area. You may have to use a slide hammer. There it goes. Slides right off. I'm just going to clean up some of this area. I'm just going to use a wire brush. I'm going to take a thin coat of anti-seize and just coat where the hub is going to go. This is just going to prevent corrosion for the future. You can put some on the splines of the axle as well. Not on the threads, just on the splines. Okay, that's good. Take the new hub bearing and we'll slide it over. There was a little spacer here, so make sure that spacer's there if your vehicle has it. It slides right on. Now take the bolts. You can put a little thread lock adhesive on them and get those started. And the top one. Now I'm going to go back and torque those bolts to 70 foot-pounds. And now we'll put the hub nut on. For the axle nut. Get that started. Snug that down first. Now we're going to take a couple of the lug studs, get these started. And so the hub doesn't spin, I'm just going to use a pry bar, just go in between those, just like that, and then have it resting on the ground. And we're going to torque this to 148 foot-pounds. Because we don't want the nut to loosen up, we're just going to take a punch and just peen this over. Just get this lined up good. A little bit more than that, right about there, and I'll spin this around, do the other side. That should be good. Just a thin coat of anti-seize on the hub surface, just where the rotor is going to sit. Take the wheel speed sensor, line it up, and slide it in position, and push it down. Take the bolt, get that started. And tighten it down. Just snug it down. Take the rotor. If the backside's pretty rusty, you want to take a wire brush to it, clean it up. Line this up. The hole's going to be lined up with the threaded hole right there. You can take that screw, get that started. Just snug it down, not too tight. Just snug, that's it. Now take the caliper off the hanger. You want to make sure the brake pads are spread. And slide it over the rotor. Just like that. And put the bolts in. Get those bolts started. And the bottom one. We're going to torque these bolts to 89 foot-pounds. Put the wheel up. Line up the holes. I'm just going to hold the wheel on while I put the lug studs in. Snug these down. I'm going to torque the lug studs to 96 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Just go around again, double check.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.